One. What's up, everyone? We're here for another episode of the Tom Hayden Show. Oh my God, these two guests today are such a huge part of my live event experience. I met them at my first ever regional, Indianapolis, and instantly I loved both their energy. So I played Big Nino in High Roller and got to know him a little bit through that. You know, he spoke after, so that when I saw you at the venue, it was just like, oh yeah, I know him. What's up? I didn't realize how much of a celebrity you were at the time. And then I got to meet your son there too. But yeah, let's. Nino, I'm gonna kick it to you first, and then John, I'll kick it to you after. Tell the people about yourself, who you are, and let's get into this. I'm so excited to have you guys on.
Oh man, Tommy, I gotta tell you, first of all, I love you, and I know everyone I talk to always says, man, that guy, I love that guy's energy. It's like, man, I feel like you're kind of competing with me in my energy, bro. I love it, dude. It's like you bring such hype and such a good charisma to the events, but yeah, man, you know, I just like streaming on Twitch. I love BGC, and I mean, I used to just play at home all by myself, and, you know, me and my brother wanted to start streaming. I was like, hey, why don't I stream my battles? And it's been history ever since. And I started meeting big name players like Joe UX9. They would come in and say hi. Raghoff would come in. The Battle Room would come in. And it's like, hey, I know you guys. And it's just been fate ever since. I really enjoy what I do, and it's really fun, man.
And John, tell people a little bit about yourself and how you got into Pokemon, man. Did you get your dad into Pokemon, or did he get you into Pokemon? I'm curious about that one.
Me too.
No. The origin was my uncle, Jason. He got into my dad into Pokemon way back.
Okay.
And then he got obsessed with the game, and then he started getting into it. And then all I remember is going to my first regional, Salt Lake City, and I just remember him bringing me, and then we just it was a fun time. We got to meet a lot of players, and then I only remember one time where we just went to the 7-Eleven right by the convention center, and then we got food there and just went on with our day. It was pretty fun.
Memories.
Oh God! And so, Joel, how did you get into Pokemon? So your brother Jason got you into it, and then that's how this journey began.
It's so cool that my son does know that. Yes, my late brother Jason.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
A couple years. No worries, and we're the Poke Bros in honor of him. But yeah, he really got me into it. Me and him would battle, and he would kick my butt. I'm like, how are you beating me so bad? I should be able to beat you. And he's like, Joel, I got perfect Pokemon. I'm like, what's a perfect Pokemon? He just started telling me about EVs and IVs. Yep. You have to breed. And I've just been hooked ever since. And then I was the one, my brother Jason never went to events, and I went to Pokemon.com, looked at, hey, there's a competition I can go to and just, try my luck. And ever since then, I've been hooked, man.
So what was your first event?
My first event, was just a local event at a book reseller, and I just remember going all the way in the back room, and I had my 3DS, and it just was a really cool experience. Just, and of course, no one knew me then. I was all by myself, didn't talk to anyone, just played my games and left. And yeah, and then there would just be more events at this other place that we'd go to. I would go to constant local events, and then like John said, that was our first regional, me and him together, when we went to Salt Lake City. We flew there the day of, and we left the night of, so it was just a one-day thing. It was crazy. Now I know we stay the whole weekend now, so it's kind of crazy.
Dude, the whole weekend experience is definitely something I recommend if people can do it, because I've experimented with both getting in late Friday and leaving early Sunday. And just doing the whole weekend from Thursday until you leave Monday morning or Monday afternoon. And
such a better experience. So much time to hang out and just get to know people and do some networking and have some fun and see cities you haven't been to before. I mean, it really, Pokemon takes you out of your element.
I live in New York, and I used to live in LA, so I would call all the states in the middle flyover states. And now getting to explore the flyover states, it's just oh God, this is something I didn't expect to enjoy as much as I have been. Indianapolis was a blast. We were hanging, that actually, again, that first regional experience was just so cool. I was hanging out at the patio at Brothers after, too, just eating burger. I think all of us got, the same burger, too. Like, it was just like very funny to see, and that was just like my first hang after a regional too, and it was just like, oh, okay, I see why like, I these events are so much fun and why so many people are coming. And how many people were at that first Salt Lake regional? Do you guys remember?
It was like
It was like not that much.
It was like
Was it like
300?
200? 200?
Yeah, 300, 200. Like we didn't.
Yeah.
It was kind of. I mean, it's grown so much since Indianapolis.
It was a long time ago.
How much has the seniors grown? Or John, did you start as a junior then? Like, how many people have you seen the growth at your age bracket too? Because I know the Masters, it's astronomical, going from 200 to 800. But I'd love to hear more about the junior and senior level too.
Oh, the junior and senior level. When I was like littler at the time, I used to go to locals, and then there was just only like 2 juniors, and then probably like 4 seniors. But then if I got to like the regionals, there are like some not that much players, but there are like a good amount just for like top 8 and that. And there's some pretty good players in seniors, I have to say. I got this one guy that I played in top 8. He's really good. It's like overall the seniors they're just really good. I have no words. They're just really good.
I got beat by a senior named Darts at a Philly local. He was using
That's who John's talking about in his head. That's one of the best seniors he plays against. I think he won nationals last year.
Is that what it
if
is?
I'm not mistaken.
He has like 260
Chris.
CP. Yeah, Chris Hahn. Shout out Chris.
Yeah.
He's a kick-ass player. His parents are so kind too. I don't know if you've had the pleasure of meeting his parents.
I just met his mom at the last regional when we were watching John's top 8, and she introduced herself. She was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so I met her at 2 Philadelphia locals I went to now.
Oh man.
Yeah, so what's it called? I actually was like, oh shit, I didn't make time to go over and just say like hi and have a little conversation with her. I just like waved from across the
Do
room.
your Tommy thing, baby.
Well, I walked in late with a Five Guys burger. Like, am I late? I drove like 2.5 hours, and they were like, all right. I was like, I gotta get some food before. They were like, all right, you got time to get food. I was like, perfect. And then I lost to Chris round 1. He beat me with that Glamora Dozo. I took game 2 off of him, and he was so scared of my Terragrass Palafin. And he was like, he wiped sweat off his brow when I Terraflying my Goldango in game 1. So I was like, all right, I got this. Without the masks, it's very funny seeing people's facial reactions now. Because you guys played before the masks and now post-mask too. I've only been playing during the mask era. So, like, I don't have a poker face. I've realized I've been smiling ear to ear when I'm making a good play. Have you guys seen a change in that? Nino, have you seen any big changes in, like, reading players' body language at the tables? Because you've said something very funny to me in the past. You were like, there's people that nod a lot, there's the nodders, and there's different classifications of people. Like, I'd love to hear your little breakdown of that, too.
No, yeah. I think I've seen this on Twitter before, but yeah, we got the nodders, we got the silent players, and we got the pop-offers, man. It's just, and you know their style, too, and how they play, just by that. And then there's the nose, the stone look, and then there's the guys that never look up, and there's also now the talkative people that just love talking during the match. And I gotta say, one of my favorite talking players is Zachary, and he's doing so well. And I remember back in the Sword and Shield days, just having such a good conversation with him. So I'm so happy that he's doing so successful. It's so cool to see.
Thornburg, right?
Oh, that's right.
Shout out Techno Z. He is so kind too. He's so kind. I met him in a big group, and then we were staying across from each other in London Worlds, and I was just like, oh my god. And we said hi at all the regionals before that too. He's been just so kind to new players too. Like,
always
so, like,
a good, cool guy to say hello to. Same with me.
Yeah, man. But I actually want to ask you guys about a story. So I forget the details exactly, but did you guys bring a shiny Kyogre to one of your first events ever? Like, I remember vaguely.
That's hilarious.
I want to hear that story.
No, yeah, John, and it's funny, John brings up his uncle, because his uncle gave us the Mons. He gave me a shiny Kyogre, and this was our first regional. Like, I didn't know, like, there was a legal Pokemon. I didn't know you could get shinies that weren't available back then.
Yep.
But, yeah, it was just so crazy. Me and John came back from lunch, and one of the professors just comes running at me. Mr. Nino! Mr. Nino! Mr. Nino! I'm like, what? How does this guy even know me? And it's just like, I got some bad news. Your son's playing with an illegal Pokemon. I'm just like, what? And I was just like, we're not going to kick him out. That's not right. We know it's probably not his fault. we have to take Kyogre off his team, and he has to play without it. I'm like, well, I'm just so happy they didn't kick him out of his first regional. Like, what an experience that would have been. But yeah, he played good his first couple rounds, but then he had to play without his best Mon the rest of the game.
I made it work.
You made it work? Let's
Still
go.
made it work. He topped 8 still, but it was a crazy first experience. Like, oh man, I didn't know Shiny Kyogre wasn't available, and it's all my brother's fault, man. He gave us some hacked Pokemon.
Yo, shout out to Jeremy who gave me that shiny Kyogre.
Oh, yeah, it was Jason actually.
It was Jason? I thought you said it was
Jason's
Jeremy.
fault. No, it was Jason. So it's our other brother.
Oh.
Blaming Jeremy for all these years.
Yeah, it was Jason. He had
You
all
told
the
me it was
pokes, man.
Jeremy.
Oh.
So, John, are there any other, like, fun little battles that you remember that stick out to you and your little Pokemon? So how long have you been playing? What year did you start going? What year was Salt Lake City? Was that that wasn't last season, was it?
No, this
Yeah,
was
years ago.
2017, 2018 era. So that was kind of our first our first regional. That was our first step into the big events, like the majors we call them, the regionals and the internationals. You know, no more little local events. We wanted to go big time. So that was our first taste of it, and we've been hooked ever since.
Yeah, so John, I'd love to hear about any like exciting battles that you remember. What's like your most exciting tournament run that you're just like, this one I look the most fondly back, like, because there's probably so many now. Because if you guys have been doing this for that long, yeah, I want to hear some of your stories, your war stories, Johnny.
So there was like only 2, and there were like regionals like this season.
Okay.
There was San Diego.
Let's
and
go.
What was the other one? The one that was like base Christian. I forgot what that one was.
Orlando was your
Carolina.
birthday weekend, right?
Yeah, Orlando.
Was it
No, I
Orlando?
was trolling. No, it was North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina. This past one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, my San Diego run, it was really good. I lost my first match, but it was against a good player.
Yeah.
So I was just like, all right, time to lock in. So I won 4 of my games after that. I was like, all right, I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
And then, top 8, it was pretty nice. I had a Dozo mirror match, and I got taken the timer. So
Against
all right.
JMR, good old Justin, man, great juniors player. Now he's in seniors. Now he's the GOAT, man. He's the future of EGC. So,
Wow.
but yeah, go ahead, John. Talk about your North Carolina run. I think that's your favorite run now.
I loved
In my
that.
North Carolina run, I started out, it's like 4 wins, and then I had to go against Chris, so I got 4-1, and then I was like in top 8, and then I had to go against Julian. Yeah, he's a really skilled player, and so he took game 1, and then I took game 2, so I was running Armors and Didi, right, and so he was running like Palepper and like Calvin, and with like Iron Jugglers.
Okay.
So he was trying to like snarl my Indeedee when I was trying to protect Trick Room. And so his Palepper hit a crit hurricane on my Indeedee and that KO'd him. And I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that was game 3, but all I came for North Carolina was for my Japan placement. So I was just fine. It would have been kind of cool if I had a medal, but it's alright.
Dude, the medal's
next
coming.
one.
The medal's coming. The hard work
That's
you're
right.
putting in, like you're on the precipice, man. You're about to break through and get medals at every freaking event you go to, John. And I can't wait to see it. I'll be there cheering too, front row. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait to see that. And so, are you officially invited to Japan?
Yep.
Let's
You're invited. I just gotta wait on my old man here, so
Let's go. So, are you guys gonna go? Like, is it 100% in the books, or yeah? Yeah, I'm gonna go as a spectator.
I already had, my wife made me turn down London, so we're gonna go to Japan to make up for it. So, because I really wanted to go to the European International.
EUIC.
Yeah, but we're gonna sit this one out, and we're just gonna focus on Japan. I'm hoping I can take the whole family, but man, it might be a little rough. But worst case, me and John make it out there and make an appearance, and it'll be a great experience. Great father-son in Japan, man. I've always dreamed since I was my son's age to go to Japan. So this is gonna be really cool, man.
Dude, I'm gonna see you guys there because I'm going as a spectator no matter what. I'm gonna figure it out.
A lot of people are doing that, and
Yeah.
more power to them, man.
Yeah.
Something to motivate you, and if not, you're still gonna have a great time.
When else are you gonna be able to go to a country like that with such a big language barrier, with a community of people that you're friends with, and that kid will experience it together for the first time too? Like that's what I was thinking. I got bit by the travel bug by these things.
Put it beautifully, dude. That's the best way to put it too.
I want to ask you guys about your trip to London. So you guys brought the whole family out there. I was graced with the presence of the entire Nino Poke fam. I got to watch the World's Finals with you guys too, which was so much fun. Like I couldn't stop laughing after soccer. I was saving seats. I had my shoes off on seats. I had my hats off saving seats for you guys and G Money. I had my water bottle, and I cut the whole line because you guys were waiting on the line. I was like, oh, I was just down there. I had seats already, and they're like, "Oh, TCG Finals is over," and it was packed out. I don't know how I found I was just literally taking off shoes and water bottles and leaving them on seats to save them.
Mess with Tom, buddy.
Oh, not that day. I was like, I'm saving seats for my friend and his kids. I kept using the kids as oh no, there's kids coming. But
that's smart. That's smart.
Yeah. What was the family trip to London? What were some of the highlights that you guys had as a family? And John in the competition, Nino in the competition too, in the London Open. I want to hear some of that trip, because that must have been such a unique experience, and that's probably why you guys want to take the whole family to Japan too. And that would be so much fun if you that comes together too.
Man, anything you put your mind to, you just gotta make it happen. So who knows? We might end up taking the whole family, But man, it was just such a great trip. It was the first international trip with the family. Even my 5-year-old son got to go to Japan, which was great. Or not Japan, got to go to London with us, and it was just so awesome. We got to see Stonehenge. I know you did too, right, Tom?
Yeah, I took some funny selfies there with my hair flying around.
Yeah, dude, it was a crazy experience. Got to just be in a different country, and man, it's just what a way to just take your family out to get that experience, and it's all because of Pokemon, man. And we got to watch our first World Championship of Pokemon too. And there's just a lot of good things, and it's just being with my whole family too, my wife, and they're supporting me and John doing our thing and waiting for us in the hallway sometimes when we had to run in and just check in and stuff. But no, just overall just a great experience, and it was the last time I got to use Shedinja, so definitely memorable. And so I was hoping to win the Open, but Shedinja just didn't come through in the end. Everyone was ready for my ally switches and my Shedinja game, but hats off to Bandfox for winning that Open too, though.
He is so good.
Yeah, John, whatever. If you'd like to take over, John, what was your favorite part of London?
Yeah, I want to hear about that.
My favorite part of London was probably Stonehenge. It was a really nice scenery, and I just never seen anything like it. So it was
the Fieldlands out there.
Yeah.
Oh god, dude, it was so cool. Did you guys do one of those guided tours too?
Kind of.
Oh yeah, kind of. It was to the drive to Stonehenge.
Yes.
Because the little bus ride had little earphones.
Yep.
Where you learned a little couple things, and then they take you out to Stonehenge, and then they pick you back up. So yeah, we did kind of one of those for Stonehenge.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a cool little thing to do, because I had never left the country before that. That was my first time leaving the country.
Wow.
So I was so excited to go out there, and I did the same thing. I was like, I got to do some tourist stuff. And I'm lucky enough, I booked a flight for EUIC when it was $500 from JFK. So I'm going.
Oh, I can't believe you're going. I'm so happy for you, dude.
Dude, awesome. I can't wait to eat everything I ate out there again. They still have snack wraps at McDonald's, so I'm getting McDonald's.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then fish and chips. I'm eating everything. I went on a walking food tour too, so that was fun. I just ate everything, and I'm gonna eat everything again. But that's what I'm excited about Japan. I'll make sure to get food recommendations too. Oh my god, I can't freaking wait. And what is the coolest place you guys have traveled, or the most unexpectedly fun place? Because London's probably one of the cooler ones. What was the most unexpectedly fun trip you guys have taken together, would you say?
Dude, I just go back to that first
Salt Lake
trip of this season, Indianapolis. That was just such a cool town, and it was just such a cool experience, meeting a bunch of new faces too that I haven't met, yourself included, and I really enjoyed kind of meeting a lot of people for the first time, and I think that was the first time I dressed up at a regional too. I didn't have the poke suit then, but I was still decked out in black and it was just a really cool, way to start the season off, and I really liked that experience.
I think you were decked out in black because I got pictures. So Beanie took
Yeah,
pictures
some
of
good
us.
pictures Beanie
Yes,
took too.
I remember that, and I was like, "Oh shit! All right, I'm getting photographed." And then
Yeah, it was when you first met Beanie too.
he
So
was my round one in Indy.
A lot of good people we first met that event. So really cool, man.
Oh yeah. And John, same question for you, man. What was like the most unexpected fun trip so far? And I'm gonna show the picture. Yeah, you were all decked out in black in this picture. I'll send it in the Discord right now too.
I should think like all of our trips are like really interesting because like just going around the world is like
Yeah.
really fun. Just like seeing different places, not just like where you're like usually from. So it's just like nice going around and just like seeing new places. I really enjoy that.
It's awesome.
How do you explain to your friends at school that you're going around the world playing Pokemon? I bet that's very fun. Like that's a fun conversation to get into, probably.
Oh, my friends, they're like really supportive about it. I'm like surprised,
Yeah.
like Pokemon. I thought like this time everyone's gonna be calling me a nerd and stuff. So I was
No.
just like, I don't care. And then, but actually, my friends are like really like supportive about it. They like, I don't know, I don't even know what to say, but they're just like really supportive about it. I don't like usually bring it up as much. If like someone asks, like, what do you usually do in your spare time? It's Pokemon
Yeah.
around the world.
Yeah, no, not like at a casual level, at a high competitive level
Yeah.
where you're one of the best in the world at your age, getting invited to compete in the world champ. Like that. That's freaking incredible,
It's really
man.
cool, man.
And yeah, oh god, that's so freaking cool. And Joel, same question to you. Like, do you? I don't know where you work or anything. Do you tell your coworkers like, "Hey, we're going here for Pokemon again," and like keep them updated and stuff like that?
My work now knows I streamed. I usually kept it to myself.
Oh,
I didn't,
no.
let them know, but the cat's out of the bag.
How'd they find out?
Know I stream, and they're all really supportive. It's like, and my wife's always told me, why don't you tell them? Like, why are you hiding it? I'm sure there's no reason for you to hide it. I'm just like, I just don't want to. I don't want
They
them
know
coming
you
to my
keep it warm.
streams and lurking me. But no, it's just they've all been really supportive, especially at the Twitch Rivals event. A lot of my coworkers were rooting me on, and they just think it's, excuse my French, they think it's badass.
It is.
My boss is actually really supportive. He's just like, I see you in your streams, man. You do really well. It's just you're so compassionate. I'm like, wow, man, that's crazy. You're saying that, and it's like. He's just like, man, you do so good at that, and just your passion for it. And he's been really supportive of it, and as long as it doesn't get in the way of my work, he's like, more power to you.
I love hearing that too. How did the cat come out of the bag, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh,
What was the moment you realized too?
Dude, I don't know how my boss found out. He just came in with a stream one time. No, actually, I was streaming. And he messaged me on our teams. He's like, "What do you mean Garchomp's good?" And because he knows about Pokemon, it's like, "You're in the stream." He's just like, "Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't distract yourself right now." It's like, "Oh my god!" And of course, we talked about it after. And then one of my other good buddies at work, I've been telling him all the time I stream, but he was on my wrong stream channel. One of my old stream channels. I finally showed him the real one. Now he's coming in and hanging out and chatting with everybody. He even got the Pokebro sweater merch. He didn't even tell me he bought it. Now I know he's going to wear it at work today. And one day he's like, look at everyone, Pokebros. I'm just like, all right. It's like more. I'm glad you guys are being supportive.
One of my opponents was wearing your T-shirt at Indy. Poppy Cantan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My boy Poppy, man. I love it, dude.
So now that we got onto the stream topic, I want to hear about how the stream first started and like what was the impetus for starting it, and when did you realize you were above average at it? Because you're very good. So like that first start must have been like really cool, and then the way it's blossomed and grown since I've seen you in High Roller that first time we played to now like your partner. Congratulations. Amazing accomplishment. You deserve it. You deserve the world in streaming because you really do have a passion for it. You've created such a wholesome, cool community that is like so fun. I'm a lurker. I put it on while I drive. I try not to watch. I listen more, and hand up. I don't watch while I drive, but I listen, I have it in the headphones. I have it on at the red lights. I'm checking in and stuff, looking at the funny comments too. And it's just like, I'm a total lurker. I need to be more active as a Twitch chat viewer.
I'm gonna call you out next time. I'm gonna do a Twitch no and call out the lurkers. I'm gonna, Tommy, I know you're in there.
Yeah, if you see my name in
like,
the little
I'm
chat
driving,
thing, I'm driving to work.
Joel, I can't.
Yeah, it'll be like at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Like, you know, that's when I used to open up the store, so I wouldn't be in as much. Now I'm working like at 10 a.m. sometimes or 9 a.m. sometimes, so I'll be able to put it up on my way in. But yeah, no, it's like I need to be a better, more active Twitch chat engaged person because it's so much fun. I'm jealous of the people that are always in your chat too. Like, it's just so much fun.
Get out of here, jealous of the chatters.
I am, because it's just like I want to be chatting too. I want to be in the mix with you guys, you know. And it's just like you've created such a wholesome, cool community, and I would love to hear how it started and like how it grew to what it is today.
Yeah, I mean, the Poke Bros name, me and my brother, Pokemon and Mario Bros, are just like, throw those two together. That's what we're going to stream about. And no, our first stream was actually watching OCIC, not the previous one, the one before that. And the pandemic just really kicked it off, man. I mean, I bought a capture card, and me and my brother talked about it. Like, let's stream, and he was living with me at the time.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, let's grow some media. We've always been interested in media. We've always been interested in making videos and stuff. I'm like, let's just go direct streaming, and it's just we would stream after everyone went to bed. Me and him would at 11:30 at night hop in together, have some coffee, go chill. And then me and him would just go down in the basement and just stream for like 3 or 4 hours, and it was just really fun. The thing me and him bonded over and doing together, and we would shiny hunt together. And I was battling before then, but it's just like soon enough it just turned into me starting to do battles, and my brother moved out of the house, so then I couldn't have him as many as streams anymore. Yeah. So then that's kind of maybe where it shifted to just battling. And like I was saying earlier, just I knew all the big name players, and so when they would come and chat, I would know who they were. And it's like I know some streamers kind of don't know the names.
Yeah.
But it's like when I see JoeUX9, when I see Roghoff, when I see Colin come in this stream back then, I was like, I know you guys. Like, I know you're a great player, man. It's an honor to have you in here, and it's just getting to know them and the community, and it's just grown ever since. And it's just like I love battling with people, and I love talking with people, and I think my love for tournaments really kind of helped out too. I mean, you know how many tournaments I used to run, and it's just I love streaming those, and it's just been growing. And like you said, the community is the big part. I wouldn't be here without them and their support, and they're hanging out with me and just enjoying what they're doing. And and with time, you know, I feel like I've gotten better at it, and I've gotten, you know, more aware of how to, you know, engage with the community and how to just, you know, put on a good show for them and just, you know, have fun.
Dude, it's like so cool to hear that. Like, you're way too humble, by the way, too. Like, your stream is amazing. Like, what was the partner push like? Like, what was, because you can't get rated at all, right? So, like, if you get rated in that time, it, like, hurts you or something, I heard?
Yeah. I did shut it off a couple times, and after I got denied the first time, and then I was just like, all right, I'll kind of shut off raids, and I even turned them back on for a second too, but I knew after the second one it was kind of, they kind of had to accept me, because the Scarlet Violet numbers really helped. The game and the VGC community is really growing, and I feel like it's only going to get bigger, so I feel like I'm in for the ride in a good position, and I'm just going to keep riding this train. And one of the big things, if you want to get into streaming, and if you want tips of streaming, I just think it's finding your niche. I read a tweet that just said, find your niche and stick with it. Don't try and be a variety streamer so quick. Just find something that you enjoy and you're good at, and just roll with it. So
that's really cool advice. And another, I would say consistency too. Do you find that consistency helps?
You're 100% right. Putting in a schedule and doing it that way too as well.
Yeah. And then what was the first time someone came up to you at a live event and was like, oh, I watched your stream? Like, what was that feeling like?
Oh my gosh, dude. That feeling is just crazy, man. It's just to have that much of an impact on our little community, and people to come up and say, I watch your streams. And what's crazy too is when people battle me, and then after our battle, they'll be like, I watch your streams. Thanks for doing what you do for the community. I'm just like, you're going to wait? You're going to drop a bomb on me right as we're leaving? And it's just like, yeah. I love to hear. I mean, it's just so awesome to hear. It's great that I'm making that big of an impact to just like people enjoy themselves, and I'm just gonna keep at it and just keep providing a good space for people to enjoy themselves.
Dude, and I love to hear that because, like, again, we keep mentioning indie, but I didn't realize how much of a celebrity you were until I played Poppy
Everyone
Canton.
needs to stop.
You're a celebrity.
With the
You're a celebrity. Celebrity
talk.
at these events.
I'm not
At these
celebrity.
events. At these events.
I know I'm not an actor.
I'll
I'm
put
not
that
an
caveat.
actor.
I'll put that caveat in there for you to make you feel a little better. You're a celebrity at these events.
Oh,
Whether you want to be or not, you wear the Pokemon suit. We got pulled, like, I'm showing my Junichi Masuda signed poster now, too.
I got mine too.
Yeah. What's it called? Yeah, he got it hung up. I got to redo my stream room and hang mine up. But yeah, no, we got pulled out because you're a celebrity wearing your Pokemon suit. Like, so, John, you actually missed that because I think it was after lunch in London. We went to walk you to the senior table. We drop you off at wherever the senior area is. We're walking over to the master area, and we get pulled out of a crowd because your dad looks so awesome in his Pokemon suit. Like, you guys want to meet Junichi Masuda. And we're like, yeah, we do.
Yeah.
And it was just, like, insane. Like, but you are 100% a celebrity at these events. And now, John, I want to kick it to you. What's it like being the son of a celebrity? Like, what's the funniest fan interaction you've seen your dad have? Like, what? It's got to be weird for you. I'd love to hear your perspective on this about, like, having people come up and be like, I'm a huge fan of your dad. Like, that's got to be cool for you. And I would love to hear more, like, your interactions with some of the fans and whatnot.
Alright, so every time, okay, so when we fly down and we like head straight to the venue, a person out of nowhere spawns in and say, "Are you Nino Poke Bros? I watched your stream," and then like shakes his hand, gets a picture,
Yep.
and then I'm like, and he's always wearing the suit, and I'm like, it's either the suit or you're a celebrity.
No, he's a celebrity, and then the suit amplifies it. It's like a big megaphone. I love it. I absolutely love it. And if that came in plus sizes instead of just slim fit, I'd be right there with you, buddy.
Gotta get you, buddy. Gotta get you. I'm gonna come to these events, and one of these groups is just gonna be wearing a group of Poke suits. I'm like, oh man, I gotta retire it now. It's
No.
We're hanging it up.
Don't let anyone else influence you in that because you look great in it, man. No, it's such a move. It's like people go above and beyond, like with the cosplays sometimes too, you know. And it's just like seeing you or like that one or two other random people wearing that suit. You know, at Worlds, I think there were 3 of you guys. I hope you guys got a picture together. And it's just like, yeah, so. It's just like that's such a cool aspect of the community that's so underrated too. And oh god, but John, I was laughing thinking about that. I was like, that's got to be really funny for you. Just did people ask you to take the pictures ever? Like, is that like?
I remember like a few times. 'Cause, like I remember they're like, "John, take a picture for them." I'm like, "Okay."
No, you don't have to if you don't want to. If you offer, that's one thing, but don't feel obligated to take a picture with your dad and the fans. But that is so funny that I bet that happens though. Like it's just very funny to think about now.
It happens way too often.
My daughter came with us in Orlando. She did a funny thing. She goes, "Dad, I'm gonna write down every time someone says nice suit." And she was getting at some high numbers, and I just thought that was so cute. She was doing that.
She's
Like,
funny.
there's another one.
Yeah.
There's another one, and she was keeping tally. So that was what she came when she came to Orlando. That was just so cute that she was doing that.
Oh god, yeah, I briefly saw you guys at the Dave and Buster's because I remember I'm really good at the light game where it spins in a circle and you have to hit the one where it gets on the bottom. And I got like 2,000. I got 2,000 tickets, and I was like, all right, perfect. What am I gonna do with this? Johnny, here you go. And I just gave it to you as I was leaving.
That's how they had so many tickets. It was your fault.
Yes, it was.
You came home with so much stuff, Tom. I didn't know. I was like, how did you guys win so many tickets?
No, it was Tom's tickets and what me and Jay did. So we went to this like one arcade game. Like it's like the lock where you have to. It like goes down and then like where the dot is, you have to click the button and then it goes like.
Oh.
It keeps going.
I'm so bad at those towards the end. I'm good at the early rounds, and then and the end is really hard.
Jackpots like twice, and then like that's how we kept doing it. And then we had to get our dad's card because we kept getting tickets. So we had like a lot of tickets, and then plus yours. Oh,
dude, that's awesome.
Spending big bucks.
Ballin'. I remember I was like, all right, it's John's birthday. We're getting a birthday card, guys. I like made my Airbnb group go out of the way to get you a birthday card. And they were like, what? Whose birthday?
Awesome.
No, it was like, that was John's birthday. That birthday dinner was so big too, by the way. Like, I hope. so many good people too.
Dave and Buster's people were like, who are these people? What?
It was
They
so
were trying
much
to
fun.
move us to a different area, but
We took
that
over.
was a cool experience too. I'm surprised we didn't talk about that one. That Dave and Buster's experience, that was a vibe, and that was we were planning that big time because it was my son's birthday today. I'm like, everyone, we're going to Dave and Buster's for my son's birthday. That's where we're all hanging out because everyone's
so
like,
excited.
Nino, where are we all hanging out? Where are we going? I'm like, we're going to Dave and Buster's, guys. It's my son's birthday. And a lot of people showed up. It was really cool to see.
I actually got to shout out the Poke Sports podcast guys too, because I've been in the background of so many of their pictures, and at John's birthday, it was one of the times they took a selfie, and my big head's in the background looking the other way, and I'm just like, oh my god, that's so funny. I'm in the background of another one of these guys' pictures too. Well, it's just like, oh god, but that's what I mean. The community you bring together, it's all good people at that birthday dinner. I think what's it called? Paul Chua showed up too to say hi to Jin. I was like, let me take a picture of you guys too. It was just like so. I can't understate how many nice people showed out because they were like, we love John, we love Joel, let's go celebrate the birthday. And how old did you turn, by the way? I forget.
15.
15. So you have 2 more years in seniors before you're kicking my ass in Masters?
Oh, no, it's next year.
Oh, it's next year.
Baby. This is his last seniors run, and he's coming to play with the big boys. I can't wait to see how he does.
Oh, okay. Oh my god.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I'm not excited.
Drop out, John. One more season. He's getting pretty busy with this high school life. So we'll see, man. Maybe he'll be one of those players that drop off and then come back and kick our butts later on.
That makes sense.
Take a break and then come back with a vengeance.
Dude, keeping it up for as many years as you guys have is impressive. Like, I started at Indy was my first event, and I was like, I'm going all out this season. I was just like, let me do as many events as I can. My work understands. I'm working at a Jersey Mike's, and they're like, Tom, whatever. Just take off as much time as you want. And now they're all invested. Like, wait, you're going to London? Yeah.
What are you doing this week, Tom? Where are you going next month?
Exactly. And it's just, like, very cool to see that dynamic. But, like, doing it as long as you guys have, I definitely understand if you need to take a break, too. But if you get into Masters, you're just going to start kicking everyone's ass right away. I hope you know that.
I know he is.
I hope so.
And then people are going to see Nino and then see you instead of your dad, and that's going to be very funny, too. Like, you're going to get that a lot.
They're going to see the Nino name. Like, are you Nino Poker Bros? Nah, I'm his son.
I'm just his son.
And then people are going to be like, how old's your dad?
No! Don't be dating me, Tom.
No, I won't. Don't. I was shocked how old John was. Yeah. I was shocked.
Yeah, no.
You have a young spirit.
Tom.
You have a young spirit.
When we went to check in at North Carolina, the guy who checked us in thought we were twins. I'm like, all right, I still got it.
John, you're looking old. John, you're looking old, man.
Yeah, I was looking rough for 15.
No, that's really funny, though. You thought you were twins. Oh, God, that definitely was a confidence booster, too. You definitely told the wife right away. You told your wife right away about that one.
Of course, I called her right after.
I happened to do the same thing. Like that one bar that we tried going into, and the guy thought we were brothers. Remember that one?
That's really funny, actually. Well, again, your dad has a very young spirit and a bunch of energy, so it makes sense, too, you know?
Yeah, he keeps me up at night sometimes, but I like it.
Well, a Nino at night streams, are you doing any more of those? I saw a couple of those a couple of times now, but...
Oh, man, Nino at night. People love the Nino at night when I get to let loose, man.
Yeah.
No, gotta get me when the kids are sleeping. We don't have to be too family friendly when everyone's sleeping.
Oh, no.
John, do you ever lurk in your dad's streams at all?
Yes, sometimes I do.
I never seen him in there.
No?
His friends used to bother me and say, "Where's John?" I'm like, "Guys, get out of here! I'm not gonna go find
They
John."
want to be on the game. No. I usually look around. I usually hear him screaming, "Oh my God, crit! Oh my God, it mattered!" Like screaming all this. I'm like, all right. So I just go check it out. I look, take a little peek, and then he's just jumping around, going crazy. I'm like, okay. And I just go upstairs.
That's really funny.
It's funny.
What's the biggest difference in strategy you guys have? Because I remember you were yelling at him about Shit Ninja. You were yelling at him about Fissure. So, John, I want to hear what your biggest difference in strategy is with your dad.
I don't play cheap stuff. I like to keep the game real.
Oh, those are fighting words.
Oh my God!
Never heard of my life.
I guess I need to keep it real, Tom. I'm gonna have to up my game.
It's very real when you're losing to it, and I've been on the
Yeah.
That's really fun. But you talking to your dad about Ally Switch and Wonder Guard, and then about Fisher Dozo, and or was it San Diego you brought that to? John was just shaking his head.
No, I'm not playing Fisher.
Get that out of here.
Get it out of
Not
here.
AIDS.
Did you see the Sydney, Australia stream today?
Yes, the first
Turn.
turn of the first match of the
Fisher.
Sydney Regional. Dude hit a fissure. I can't wait for this series, bro.
This is your
It's gonna be
series.
amazing.
This is your
Oh
series.
my god, I can't wait.
But
Fissures in seniors. I think I might be done with Pokemon.
oh god,
Man.
does No Guard work with Fissure? Like if
Yes, you just have to skill swap it over, and there's a couple mons that can do it, so we'll
Yeah.
see.
oh god damn it, this is gonna be fun. So, what future events are you guys hitting this year now? Cause like I'm curious about your future plans now, other than Japan. Because you mentioned not EUIC. Where else am I gonna see? Excuse me, see you guys.
You're gonna see us in Portland for sure. The family,
Okay.
my wife wants to see Portland because it's a cool little town.
Hey,
And
Milwaukee.
we gotta go see our boy Jin in Milwaukee.
Shout
go
out.
check him out, and then gotta go to Nats, and I think and then finish up with Japan for the season. I think, and who knows? I might sneak down. I hear there's one in Connecticut.
Hartford.
One sounds
Without
pretty
me?
cool. Hartford, Connecticut. We'll see. And, I mean,
John,
it's
without
just gonna help. Well, it's gonna help John's day two. So the more points John's get, the maybe we'll
Yeah.
get more travel money to secure his top 8 position for Japan. So it'll be cool.
for sure. Oh my god, get those travel awards, and then do those carry over to any
telling
events?
him.
I'm sorry. What's up, John?
That's what I've been telling him. Let me go to these events so I can get these travel rewards. But he's like, nah, it's my time to shine. I'm going to Australia. I'm like, no, let me come at least. I'll make the trip worthy at least.
It's always a good time with my son. It's good father-son, man. I don't remember hanging out with my dad when I was 15, so I'm glad he still likes to hang out with me.
Dude, for real. Like I lost my father a couple of years back, and seeing your guys'
Oh, man,
relationship,
sorry to
it's just
hear
like
that.
no, it happens to everyone, man, and just like it sucks, but just seeing your relationship, it's so wholesome and so sweet, and I can't get enough of. That's why I wanted both of you on together too, because I was like, you
that's
guys are
so cool.
such big parts of my live event experience. I can't say that enough. And John, you were watching me get my ass kicked by Justin Burns. I remember at the London Open. You came up to me and were like, Tom, you were in a good position. You just brought out the wrong Pokemon. What were you doing? I saw your
Oh
phone.
my God,
And like
what?
John breaking it down.
I'm giving the
I think
corrections.
it was like heat wave because he had speed control and like I thought
Yeah.
one of his mons were like focus dash, and so I was just thinking if
You
he
were
would've
right.
Heat waved, I think you would have got him.
You were right too. It was versus Justin Burns, and I sometimes, what I would do is I'd play the player and the team. I'd get in my own head when I'm playing a guy that's famous and winning regionals and stuff, and I would get nervous.
Game, man.
It's a mental game, and like you explaining that, breaking that down after really helped me the rest of that day because I started 3-1. That was my first loss of the day, so I was like, all right, let me get back on track. And it was just like, actually, no, that was I played Benji Wang right after that. So you helped, and then your advice, I was like, all right, let me stay calm. Let me keep myself composed. Like, I needed that in the moment, too, more than you knew, John.
That's
So, like,
awesome.
thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, no, like, you guys really... The regionals aren't the same when I don't see you guys, like, around the corner. Because right now, it's so crazy trying to see everyone with these 900 people events. Like, I sometimes go outside and get fresh air.
Yeah, I miss people sometimes, too.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people at these events.
So, yeah, getting to see you guys. I think I gave John... Actually, I gave John some granola bars, I think. I was like, here, take some granola bars. Because there's no lunch break.
That was what we needed to eat as much as we could. So thanks for hooking it up, man.
I plan on bringing those little granola bars to every event I drive to now, too. Because it's just like...
I'll be looking for you, too.
Yeah, because it helped out a lot, just stamina-wise, like eating those little kind bars with almond butter. I think I got a bag of them in here right now. Yeah, I got all the leftovers in here.
Oh my!
So I'm going to try to bring these everywhere now, because there was no lunch break. So I bought like 40 almond butter, 40 peanut butter, and a 40 pack of water bottles. And then I was trying to guilt trip people into taking water bottles, because my backpack was so heavy. I was like, here, please take one. But, yeah, guys, we're already at 45 minutes. This felt like it was like a breeze. I feel like we only been talking for 10. I looked down, it's 45. Is there anything... And is there anything else we haven't really touched upon? I know I sent you guys a brief little itinerary. Wait, you know what? What else we haven't touched upon? I want to hear how you started hosting your tournaments, too. Because we mentioned that briefly. But like, how did
Oh,
that
man.
empire start? Because you have a freaking cool ass tournament series that people are excited about with a good name brand that like is really cool to see as like someone who now I started hosting tournaments in part because I was like, oh, Nino's doing so well with it. Like, I need some extra practice in for the Nino tours. I have no top cut. It's just 5 rounds of Swiss for practice. And then
It's
John,
really cool, and that you
Yeah.
got your own niche there too, Tom. I love it. That's just like some people like that. It's quick and easy, no pressure on the top cut.
No
Just
pressure.
play. I enjoy playing in your tours, man. It's really
Thank you.
cool, and it's really good to get good practice in.
I started them because I was like, I need more practice for when I play in the big guys like Nino's. But John, do you ever play in your dad's tours at all?
No, I don't play anything online or
Oh.
anything like in tours where I have to use like Discord, just like internet or just like other stuff. I just usually just like play on ladder or either on Showdown. That's usually how I get my prep in for like the big tournaments. So
Oh, that's
I don't
interesting.
Really spend my time on
Limitless or
those.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Joel, how did that start and how did like what was the impetus for that too? Because you've helped so many people in this community doing those tournaments.
Yeah, I got a shout out to my boys at Rose Tower because
Yes.
I played in one of their tournaments because I think it was during the pandemic when there was no more locals, and I heard of them and I've seen their top cut posting. I'm like, I'm gonna see what these tournaments are about. I played in one. It was just so cool, and even though I think it was on Showdown, it's just like I'm gonna do mine on cart, and I'm gonna do just like they do it. Handle it in the Discord. They were kind of just the people that kind of inspired me to do this, and I love doing tournaments, and it's just like to do them online, to make it feel. Nothing feels like a local than going to, but to get as close as you can to a local,
Yeah.
and to give people that experience that have never had that experience is something I really enjoy. And yeah, that was just kind of the start of it, and just I did it every week, and just we did our Nino Poke Bros Invitational every year, and it's just grown more than I thought it ever would have, and it's just been a cool experience and a great ride to be a part of. But yeah, shout outs to the guys at Rose Tower who really inspired me and just really had the experience that kind of taught me how to do these things right.
So how many invitationals have you had now?
I've had 2 so far, so the third one's actually coming up. I was waiting for Scarlet Violet to kick off, get its run, so pretty soon I'm probably gonna collect my winners and probably send them pretty soon. Maybe even a little bit before Worlds. We'll see. I'm gonna start planning that out.
Let's go. So be on the lookout for that. And again, I told you guys before we started recording, I'm probably going to drop this on the 17th, on tax day, on April 17th. So this is going to be a couple of weeks.
Do my taxes too, so I better have my tax bits done before this comes out.
Yeah, because I'm going to try to schedule them every Monday. I like doing that. And I like, because when I go to London, I don't want to have to put pressure on myself to record anymore. So I interview you guys. I'm interviewing Silver Broom tomorrow night. I'm probably going to post his on the 10th. I'm drinking a bunch of Hennessy for that one.
So fire,
I've never drank Hennessy before.
To watch that.
I'm nervous for that one.
Oh my God, you're gonna drink Henny for the Henny Master.
I have to.
I can't. I have to. No, what a great idea! I can't wait to watch that.
And then he sent me the brand I should get too. I was like, what brand?
That's hilarious.
What brand of Hennessy should I get for tomorrow?
You got you covered.
And then I'm a shock drop the Justin Karras one, but I've been having so much fun doing these. It's an excuse to talk to friends for an hour, and like thank you guys for being my friend and coming on.
Oh, dude, thanks for just shout out to you, Tom. Thanks for having you. Thanks for being such a great person to be around, and more power to you, man. Love these things you're doing, and just keep it up, man.
I appreciate hearing that greatly, and I really can't understate how much becoming friends with you guys, especially at the first ever tournament, you made me feel so much more comfortable and I have it on like a fraction of the level of people coming up to me and saying hi. Like I see you on the Tuesday tours. Oh, I've seen you on Twitter. Like you get that 10x what I get. I can't even imagine like what the events are like for you because of that, man. And like I gotta just hanging out with you. I saw people doing that to you, and now people are starting to do that to me, and it's fucking cool, man.
Oh, that's so awesome.
It's so cool, and it's like my ego couldn't be higher, but it's horrible. I don't know how you stay so humble with it too. But like again, I can't understate how much being friends with you guys means to me, and I can't wait to see you at all the future tournaments and John, I can't wait to see what you're cooking up too, because I got to reach out to you now that I got your Discord in here too, and be like, hey John, what good ideas do we got for the meta? Well, because we were running the Psy Spam in San Diego, we were running a similar team in I forget what else in Series 12.
You guys are doing Blizzard.
Blizzard in Orlando.
Yeah. And now you guys are That's funny.
So
you guys got the same mindset. So maybe you guys need a team build for Portland.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna pick your brain a little bit for that one. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm a little
I
lost.
need some help. I have no idea
need some
what
help,
to do
too.
for Regulation C. I have no clue what's going on. So.
Here's your baby.
I think I'm gonna start with my Series 2 core and then add like Azumarill and Volcarona because they feel good into everything. Because just having another bug and fairy type, you know, and just see how I could shoehorn in.
Definitely a good call.
Yeah, and just see where I go from there. But I think I want to experiment with Mouse Ape more because I was using Mouse Ape at Knoxville and Charlotte. I think I might be on that train, but I think Size Spam's not dead as people think it is. And I think people aren't going to prep for it. And I think
We'll see.
I know it well, and if you brought it to a regional, you know it well too, John. So that's what I'm like. I think Hatterene's a play. I think there's some other Pokemon, like maybe even Azumarill and Hatterene on the same team. You're super weak to Steel, but you could get around that now with like different Terras and whatnot. I want to pull on those threads a little bit more. So I'm definitely going to send you what I got cooking up after Fort Wayne before London. And then I'm going to try to, yeah, I'm going to definitely hit you up for that.
Baby.
But is there anything else you guys want to shout out or mention before we get out of here today?
Oh, thanks, Tom. You're amazing, man.
I'm good. Thank you so much, Tom, for having this.
This was so much fun. Like, thank you guys.
Man.
Thank you for your time. I can't say that enough.
Thank you.
Dude, absolutely. I'm sorry I had to reschedule the first time, too, because I went to that local in Philly where Chris...
Don't even apologize, man. We've been both of us have been me and you, Tom, have been busy this last couple weeks.
Yeah.
So no worries. I'm just happy we found a time to do it and get it done.
Let's freaking go. And yeah, this is one of my favorite episodes I've recorded so far. I can't wait to tweet this one out when it comes out, too. And, all right, everyone listening, I'll talk to you soon.